In this video, we will cover how to create lists on the iPad in Jolt. So let's say you need to use a list or form that is not already in your to-do list. Common examples are forms that are not set up on repetitions, such as incident reports, new employee forms, disciplinary forms, and many other examples. Well, in the list section, you can actually come down to the bottom and press the green circle with a plus sign. First, I will show you how to create a new list from a template that has already been built for you online in Jolt. All you do is choose from the options below. You can search for the list to make finding it much faster if you don't see it right away. If you just need to use the form immediately, then go ahead and just hit create. And that's it. Now the form is here and ready to use. Easy. 90% of the time, this is what people are looking for, and this is what they use this feature for. So if you remember anything from this video, just remember how to pull up the list by hitting that green button, find the list, and hit create, just like we did. If you are the one who created the form or the list, though, you can use the white pencil on the top right to delete it. So now let's go over some less commonly used advanced options. Say you want to schedule a list or form to show up not now but in the future, or maybe you want to put a deadline on it. Well, press the green button at the bottom again, select your list, and then come to the right where you can change the display time to the future. So the list won't show up until whenever you set it. You can also, of course, set a deadline as well. Notice you can come back and reset these optional settings if you need to. Okay, but what if you want to create a one-time use set of tasks or a list from scratch? Simply choose Create from Scratch, give it a title, set a deadline if needed, and then you can assign it to only specific roles or just make it available for anybody to complete. Then hit Next. You can now start spelling out each item on the list. So we'll go ahead here and just start adding a few items to the list. And notice on the right hand side, you can change the item type for any list item. And you have all the standard options available that you would have if you built the list online in Jolt. So let's say you want them to take a photo of the receipt, or maybe you want them to sign their name with their finger as part of the task list. If you need to delete an item, just click Edit, and then you can take any item off the list by pressing the red minus next to an item to select it, and then pressing Delete. Once your list looks good, just hit Create. And there you have it. Remember, building a list from scratch on the iPad gives you less options and is a bit slower than building it online, but can still be really useful for one-time use on-the-fly tasks that you don't have a template for. And that's how you create a list on the iPad in Jolt.